Yeah, I'm ready.
So it's just a perfect bodyboarding way.
Lastimó la cara y los dientes me chirriaron.
Didn't even jump off my board. I just tried to choke Jason Brown.
The windpipe is a big dream.
Hit the lip, you're going to have to do a flat.
I know I could go bigger than that, and I know what I can do.
Hey, what's up? This is Manny Vargas, and we're going to open up volumes of stories of bodyboarders just like you. This is boogLIFE. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Manny V coming to you from boogLIFE Studio, and slowly but surely, she's coming around. If you haven't heard the Pat Caldwell interview that just dropped this last Sunday, it's one of those that you can probably skip to if you just started listening to boogLIFE from the beginning. But yeah, Pat Caldwell is pretty cool to have him talk about the history. Stephanie Peterson, the first female world champion, was on before her. Coming up this Sunday, we have Claudia Ferrari, who's the first World Tour champion. So we talk about that in her interview and some of the cool things she's into right now. So make sure you listen to Claudia Ferrari dropping this Sunday. I actually had Brahim Irosh this morning, so he's going to be coming up. Ben Severson. Yes, Ben Severson is on cue right now. I am going to chat with him, as well as Steve Action Jackson and one of the first pro bodyboarders from New Jersey, Larry McGinn. They are on the list. And believe it or not, Eppo. I had a chat with Eppo as well. So, I mean, the list is getting longer and longer. I am starting to stockpile them and releasing them one at a time each week. So thank you all for tuning in on boogLIFE. And to all my patrons, thank you. We are at 157, I believe, the last time I checked today. And my goal is 3,000, but you know what? I'm stoked right now at 157 because that's telling me 157 people are paying money to be able to be a part of this boogLIFE, which is essentially audio podcasts of history being told by the history makers. All my high-res photos that I have on, a ton of hard drives, videos, and just a bunch of other cool things that, are from my world, my life as a bodyboarder. And check this out. As I am getting this all situated, I did come across these books. Let me see if I can move these without messing anything up. Oof. There's 4 of them right now. I don't know if you could see them, but there's a 1987, 98, 91, and 98. So there's 2 98s. But I did promise Simon Ramsey. I don't know if you can see his name right here, but he's living in New York. He is a former editor of Riptide magazine and fellow bodyboarder. This is his. I mean, it has his name on it, but shoot. I mean, check out some of the goods. It's essentially all the bodyboarding magazines from 1998, all hardbound into the. Look at Rafi Meyer. That is sick, and that was in the magazine. Look at that. Nels Velocito, a really good friend of mine, has 2 kids, one of which just had a birthday a couple days ago. Cruz. Paul Roach and the Reef ads. So we all know about those Reef ads. Spencer Skipper when he was on Maury. But remember Mike Stewart? That was pretty sick. And the Barba. Did I say Barber? But that's all in here. But I'm going to be pulling this out when I get some time and go through a patrons video where I talk about history, all the stuff that I've experienced, and that's going to be coming up next week. I wanted to start it this week, but I'm still trying to figure out where exactly to put it. So give me one more week. But I mean, I can turn to any one of these pages and tell you a little story about each one of these people in the magazine, because this is 98. That was still in it. I mean, I didn't really leave my professional career until 2000 when I took over Bodyboarding magazine. But Brian Weiss, I mean, living in California and seeing some young gun from San Clemente just go onto the North Shore and absolutely, there's that again. So go to the North Shore and dominate. That was pretty cool to see and be a part of. So I do have, if I get this to Simon soon, I still have 3 other mags or 3 other 3 other booklets. Jamie, I'm not going to say his last name because I may keep this one. Chad Barber cover shot. But yeah, so what I'll do on my own personal videos is go through these things. And this is Kevin Yap, one of the few stand-up guys that were, through the 90s. I can name a few. Ed Searfoss, who's not with us anymore. Rest in peace, brother. Chris Wantaloa, Kevin, and man, there's a bunch of these guys that were just killing it on stand-up. I think that's Tyson, 20-year-old from IAEA back in the day. So these are going to be really fun to go through. And then I'll just pick one of these up and we'll talk history. I'm pretty sure these are all when I'm still bodyboarding, except that, what year was that one? 87. I haven't even graduated high school. But let's have, what? Look at that. Kisasaki. He was pretty much my mentor. And you know what? I got to reach out to him. I got to get him on boogLIFE. But that's Stuart. I mean, there's so much. Ben Severson. This was Volume 3, Number 1, May, April, 1987. And I think Steve Action Jackson wanted to know Cameron Steele. I don't know if you got to Cameron Steele, but he's one of our interviewees on boogLIFE. But get to him. He's got really cool stuff that we haven't even touched on, but he's been around from as long as I can remember. But Kisasaki, he was pretty much everywhere. I'm going to get into this. Jack the Ripper Lindholm. He's on Maui. I don't know if he's a full-on computer tech guy. I think the only thing I got to do is just go to Maui and sit down with him. But this is it. I'm going to go through these things, and I mean, it's just piles and piles. How's that? Tom Current in a bodyboarding magazine. Jack the Ripper. Just so much history right here in my hands that I can't wait to get into it. I'm just going to show you the cover of this one really quick before I put it down. I think Howley Reeves. I think that's probably the west side. But August, September, $2.95. And this was in 1987. So I got a few of these books left if I get this back to Simon. And we'll get into it. So thank you once again for hanging out on boogLIFE. But if you are wondering about spending that $1 a month, just it's $1, and I spend $5 going into Starbucks right when I walk in. So if you have any issues with that, let me know. Send me a message on boogLIFE or through Facebook or Instagram or whatever. Manny V Media. Until the next one, I'm out here. See you next week. Boom!